Thank you everyone for coming to this seminar, and thanks a lot for Aria to arrange this. It's first of all, it's great that you are at USC. USC is number one in terms of a number of perm application produced of all the schools in the US. In terms of the density is 36 ranked, and the salary ranking is ranked 11. So you are in very good hands. Everybody loves USC. I love USC too. Okay, so your school has been continuously producing more perm application, and the average salary is increasing. This data is from U.S. Department of Labor. It's when the student, you got a job, the employer will sponsor the green card for you. They will have to report this to the Department of Labor. So this is very accurate data. It's maybe 2 or 3 years behind, but it's very accurate. It's much more accurate than the self-reporting data. From USC, I just checked the USC Computer Science, Master, Indian, citizenship. Those are the companies they went to. Those are the job titles and the cities. And also you can know how much they actually make, what city, what company they work at. And if you click on the company name, you can actually see the company contact information. Say this company, Clary.com. You can see the name and the phone number and emails. Okay. So about me, my name is Andrew Chen, and I was an international student in '95. Probably many of you was not born at that time. That's Gen Z, right? And I went to University of Missouri Columbia. I got a Master of Computer Science and another Master in Nuclear Engineering. Since 2010, I become full-time international student advisor. So today we missed one speaker, UDJ. If you are from India, or if you are on YouTube, maybe you know him. He's a great mentor to many international students. But unfortunately today he has a family emergency. He cannot come. I'll try to invite him to come next time. Okay. So all of you are early career seekers. That means you probably don't have full-time experience, and currently you are still at school. I don't know if we have domestic students, but I think most of you are international students. So if you are an international student, most likely your major is a STEM major, because STEM can have 2 more years of OPT extension. And for international students, you have to have multiple internships to demonstrate your value, because life is harder. So that's why you guys have to get up at 9 o'clock to come to this seminar. Yeah, it's you have to work harder. I have a tennis partner. He's a major cardiologist, surgeon at University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. So when we play tennis, he just runs to all the balls. He runs a lot on the court, and he's 10 years older than me. I asked why. He said, "Oh, I'm an immigrant, so I have to chase every ball. I have to run all the time." So you are too. I was an international student, so the life is harder. So just go chase every ball. Okay. So your student status is something you have to maintain, and this is ensured by your Office of International Student and your career center. So make sure you have the valid status. Later on, I will have a slide showing you all those CP, TOPT, H1B, all those deadlines, what you have to do, what the company have to do. So it's fairly complicated. And in order for you to get sponsored to get a job in the US, you have to understand this. On the other hand, the domestic student, they have much more flexibility. They can choose more majors, and a lot of the domestic students, they don't have to study the master degree in order to have a job, because the master students are actually competing for the job positions as the bachelor student. So if I'm a hiring manager, there's a master student and there's a bachelor student. If the student requires so much sponsorship, so you have to prove yourself. And the domestic student don't have to deal with immigration status. So after you graduate, you will still have 1 year to 3 years of OPT. You are still under the F1 status. So during that period, you still need to actively report your status to SEVIS. If you now the regulation require you to report any change to the SEVIS within 1 week. That's very strict, and you have strict deadlines. After you graduate, after you start your OPT, there are only 90 days you have without employment. If you pass 90 days in the first year, you lose your work status. So it has a deadline. And also because of sponsorship is so hard for the company, they have to do so much extra work. So there are limited employers and limited job openings that are willing to sponsor you. And I'm going to later show you 6 indicators for you to know what company might sponsor, what company might not sponsor. For domestic students, there's no deadline and more freedom. But it's still hard for them because also they don't have full-time working experience. Okay, so you're like this driver. In order for you to prove your value, you need an organization to sponsor you. You need this car. Now you are just a poor student, so you need to prove yourself. Okay, so who are we? F1 Hire, we are dedicated to work for those early career seekers with data, with tool, and with process, so that it can help your career seeking process, your job hunting easier. We know international students, and most of the team members in F1 Hire, we were international students, and the parent company, Horan, we sponsored CPT, OPT, STEM, OPT extension, H1B, and green cards. So we know this whole process. Sponsorship is the single most important word you need to know if you are an international student, because you are limited by the immigration regulation. Every day we publish index. This index is just simply number of sponsoring job openings in all the job opening. Every day we sample 30,000 job openings on the US market. Let me show you how it is today. So today is 1.6. That means there are about 1% of job openings have a positive sponsorship word. So it's like this. It says visa sponsorship is available versus sponsorship is not available. So over here you see, if you see something like this, it says TSSCI clearance requirement job. It may be in some weird word, but this means they will not sponsor international students, so don't bother to apply. If you apply, you waste your time and you waste the hiring manager's time. There are about 12% of the job. So 1 in 8 job openings have clear indication that it's not sponsoring. So if you have 2 hours per day to apply for job, to do job hunting, currently it takes about around 10 minutes for you to fill in one application. So literally you can do probably 20 job applications a day. So if you waste maybe 2 positions that you apply but they don't sponsor, then you are wasting your chances. Okay, so let me show you one that is not sponsoring. Okay, so here's example. This one, corporate development marketing intelligence master's internship. Over here says this is not a position for which sponsorship will be provided. And how do we know this? So somewhere in the job description, here's the line. This position is not sponsored. We use a lot of AI technology to read through this job description while you are looking for the job. As soon as you open this job opening, we look into all the information presented to you. So it's like you have a super how to say that, now the fancy word is co-pilot on your side. It can provide you all those information. So in this case, just don't apply for that. Go to the next one. Oh my God, it's not a lucky day today. Okay, so go to the next one. At least it's not red. Okay. So the job hunting process is fairly complicated, especially for international students. So this process is worth you learn more and doing more, and it worth you to have the instant data and tool so that you can lead to better outcome. And also another advice is you need to stick to a process. The job seeking time will last probably between 3 months to 2 years. So in this time, how do you apply and how do you manage? You need a process. Later I'm going to show you a proven process that may help you. And also you really need to know those OPT deadlines. And adjust to reality. The reality is life is hard for international students. Probably you know next week is going to be the election, so life is going to be hard, maybe harder. So just chase every ball. I'm going to address F1 terminologies and the hiring timeline and the data process and tool. Okay, and I'm going to leave 15 minutes for Q&A. Okay, terminologies. I'm going to give you the slides later on so you can read at your own time. There are a lot. By stages, there are CPT, that's before you graduate, and OPT is after you graduate. You have 1 year to 3 years, and the STEM OPT extension if you are STEM, H1B, and if you want to apply to green card, there's a perm. So as each of the step, the student have to do all this, and the company, employer, in order to sponsor you, they have to do all this. So because the company sponsors the student, so they will have to submit a lot of information to the USCIS and the Department of Labor. So from those information, we can look into how the past successful cases are and how those companies sponsor other students. Therefore, it can give you the hint I'm going to show you in the next slide. Okay. You need to be careful about the hiring timeline. There are 2 peak time when the company hire. One is September to October, actually September to December. and also February to May, because in this period of time, the company will post a lot of job openings and they will interview. Also, the biggest job fair during this period of time. I think maybe USC, you already have your campus job fair. Because say if you are a hiring manager at Amazon, okay, the CEO says, okay, we are going to hire 10,000 talents, new grad next year. You get this task, so it's smart that you go to hire them earlier this year rather than after all the students graduate, you start to hire them in April or May. Then you cannot compete with other companies. So about 70% of those planned positions, they are offered before Christmas. So that's when all the job openings are released. So if you are a master student, your first year summer is pretty much the most important time for you to get internship. If you get internship, you get better experience, better resume, and you can either look for a return offer or you can search for job when you graduate. So it's important. And if you want to get the internship at the end of your first year master program, you actually have to start the previous September to October. That's pretty much as soon as you are on campus, you need to act on job hunting. Don't start your job hunting after you get the degree. That will be too late, especially for international students. Okay, so the February to May, the spring hiring season, is actually for smaller companies. For example, they just want to hire, have a few openings, or they want to hire some internships. It's just before the summer start, they hire. So you have another opportunity between February and May. Okay. So let's look at the two. Okay. If you want to do anything, you need a tool. You want to learn the language, you need a dictionary, you need to look for a job, you need to know the information. So this tool is important in the way that it gives you the information immediately when you search. Let me see, you are in LA. So you can see this is LinkedIn. So as soon as you do the search, we give you all the information for this company. So everybody knows about Amazon, but still that how much people at Amazon got paid. Okay, you over here you can know. Let's say for this company, LTI Mindtree. This is probably a smaller company. We don't know about them. So you can see, okay, it's probably a early company. Wow, they sponsored a lot of H1B, 200 H1Bs, and also they are paying okay, 131,000 a year, and this is an E-Verify company, which is very important for you in order to get the OPT extension. And also they sponsored Perm. They sponsored a lot of Indian students. They graduated from, let's see what school. A lot of the students from schools in India. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They hired the major, your major. Say over here, I set up my major as computer science. Let me show you how to set it up. Over here, I set myself as a USC computer science student. I'm currently international student, update account. So over here, it showed you it hired my major. And if it hired from the my school, it will also show you. Let me show you one that may hired my school. Okay, so over here, this company, okay, KPMG, it hired a student from my school, from USC, and over here I can see, okay, what the major are they, and how much they are making. So from here, then you can see the life is brighter. You can see a lot of those successful cases. Okay, and some of the programs, if they hired the computer science, the USC computer science, the program, sometimes you can see this. But I'll show you another way you can see this information. So you have a lot of information here, and also say this particular position, even though the KPMG, the company sponsored, but this particular position does not sponsor. So skip that. Okay, go to the next one. Okay. Let me see what else. Okay. So you will see a lot of those information. And over here, you can also see, okay, if I really like this one, okay, this is MathTech Digital. It hired that many computer science students, and also I want to apply for this. So I can see what's the skill set match. Because now most of the medium to large companies, they use something called ATS, that's a application tracking system. Because for one application, say for example at Amazon, they receive about 800 applications. So for the hiring manager, they will not read through all those resumes. So they have to use a system to rank all the resume to see how your resume match this job opening. So if your rank is pretty low, then you won't have any chance. So over here, we give you a tool to analyze the keyword with the job opening, job description, and your resume. Let me show you. Over here, those red are unmatched and green are matched. For some job opening that's maybe in special area, so we maybe we didn't pick up the keyword well, and you can add the keyword here. Say for example, this one is a specific keyword for this particular area, so you can add to it. Okay, and then over here we have an AI assistant, so that you can add those keyword to here. Project, they need project leadership, and they need this Dell Boomi integration. So you can confirm, and then the AI will generate this paragraph, and you can actually confirm, and then it's added here. So this percentage will increase. Okay. Sometimes the AI will not get the exact word in there. It gets the meaning of the word in there. So if you really want to get the exact word in there, you can actually hand edit this and add the exact word in here. Say for example, this Go. Go is a language, not the regular Go. So you add that, and then you can increase that. So with this, you can increase your chance of matching. But this is a very, very powerful AI tool. I see a lot of students that say, okay, I select all the skills and I confirm. You can do that, but make sure you are the person who is responsible for your resume. Even if you pass the machine screening, you have to defend yourself in the interview. So make sure you are the final person responsible for this resume. And then later on, you can create a new resume, and then you can either save to the PDF, or you can copy the text and copy into your favorite editor. Okay. So the tool is very, very important. Let me show you just another important aspect. Okay, so look for job is a long process. You will see a lot of job openings, and you will make decision. Oh, I want to apply it or not apply it. So do not just apply for the first 20 jobs job opening you see in the day. Do some research, and you can maybe spend maybe 10 minutes of your day if you have 2 hours to look at the job openings, and then later on you can go to this job manager to see those are all the job openings I view today, and those are the job descriptions, and you decide if this one is something I want to apply. If you want to apply, you can click here. It will bring you to the original link, and if you don't want to apply, you just pass. And over here, you can change your status. Don't apply to just the first 20 job openings, because your time is very valuable. So you want to practice aim and shoot, not just shoot at the wood. You won't be able to get much if you just randomly shoot. Okay. About data. Data is very important in these days because there are millions and millions of job openings on the market. Indeed, it's one of the largest job boards. They claim they have 20 million job openings. So you cannot apply to them all, and you don't have time to look into all the companies. So you can start from the past success. Okay, so we have a tool called Career Outcome Navigator. Over here, you can select the school, the major, the company. I'll show you how it works. And then you can see the position detail, and then the company contact information. Okay. Later I'll show you that. Okay, that's going to be our first hands-on exercise. Okay, so the process, as we said, you need to search, research, improve, and manage. Nobody can get a job without searching the job boards, because all the job openings are there. You can do networking, you can go to job fair, but you still need to do search. And while you are doing search, you need the supporting information. Research, it can help you to enhance your search, to know where to search. And also, once you see a company or position you really like, you can research for that particular company. And then you can improve resume and also manage. Make sure you manage your job application process. The major difference we see the student who can get internship, get a job quickly, is because they have process they manage. Okay, so for the research, it can answer those questions. If I'm from X school, Y major, Z degree, A citizenship, where did they get hired? What's their title, salary, level, location, company, contact name, email, and phone number, so on and so forth, and you can research the company. And also rank the cities where most data analyst students are hired. A rank of companies who hired most CS major in the city, job title and salaries of a company. And also, we just released a feature 2 weeks ago. It can answer in a particular zip code, what are the companies hired in the past year so that's within 50 miles of a particular zip code, who is hiring. That is particularly important for the students that are still at school, because companies nearby, they know your school. First of all, they are within 50 miles, and also if you if you are still study, you cannot move so far unless it's in the summer, so you can possibly get some opportunity during the school semester. Okay, So this career outcome navigator is answer to pretty much all the questions. Okay, so okay, let me show you first. Okay, so over here, it's at f1hire.com/data2. If you have a computer, you can bring your computer and work with me. So over here, you see we love USC. So there are some quick search, quick hint. If you click on here, we can fill, say, the school, USC, computer science, and you can fill the degree, master, and you can fill your citizenship, say, let's say China. And then you do a search. So over here, you can say, okay, those are in 2023, those are your alumni who got hired in those companies. There's a rank of the company from the biggest to the company who just hired one. There are 332 students of USC Chinese computer science master got hired. And here are their job title, because you need to do the job title because different company use different job titles, even you are all computer science. They don't hire by major, they hire by job title. And also here's how much they make and the cities. And for each piece of information, you can click on here, and you can see exactly how much they're making, what's their job title, and then you can see the company information. So for the small companies, you can get the managers directly. And over here, we give you some guidance questions if you want to start from a research company, school, location, and job title. You can do that. Over here, let me show you this new feature. Say, I'm from Pittsburgh. This is the zip code I'm at. So from here, if I search, I can see around me what companies are hiring. I think, yeah, a lot of companies are national, but a lot of them are local companies. So, yeah, so, oh, this is a Boston company, hired a lot in Pittsburgh, but there are some local companies. So at least you know where to start. And then if you like this company, you can click on the search. It will bring you to search. Oh, this company does not have a job opening. Let's see this, Bank New York Mellon. Say they are hiring, and then you can start your job search from here. Okay. So let's do a quick hands-on exercise. Please go to the Career Outcome Navigator and find answer to this. Has this company, Trip Actions, sponsored any USC alumni in 2023? What's the first name of the HR director and details of this hired major title, salary, and citizenship? So I'm going to set up a timer here for 1 minute. And if you have the answer, you can put in the chat. And after 1 minute, we are going to do it together. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, if you have questions, you can raise hand. If there's any domestic student here, please let me know. Okay. Yeah, if you have any question, just type it here. Okay. So let's do it together. So over here, say I want to look for this trip actions. Okay. So the company is Trip actions. Trip actions. And they hired 6 people last year. So if I look at this, they are from San Jose State, USC, another UC, and Virginia Tech, and San Francisco Bay University. This is a student from China. And if I click on this company information, I get the Senior Director People Operation. This is an email, and this is phone number, and I know the job title, and so on and so forth. So this can be very, very handy. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, the search is very important. Make sure when you search on the non-public common platforms. There are 5 of them: LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Indeed, Google Jobs, and Handshake. And this tool works on all 5 platforms. This is LinkedIn, Google, Glassdoor, Handshake, and Indeed. So make sure you search on all 5 platforms, because the company will put up their job postings over there. I know some services, they create their own job board, but it's very hard for them to compete with LinkedIn. So your best bet is on LinkedIn. Okay. And when you search, you can have a job screener, and also you can have those customized field, so you can see that. Let me show you what I mean. Okay. So over here we have a job screener. Job screener is say I only want to see the companies who have done H1B, E-Verify, Perm. Say if I want to see the company who have done E-Verify, because I just want to do an internship. So out of the 16 companies, 25, you have 13. If you click on next, you see when the page is loading, we are loading the information. We analyze the information for you. So this can help you, and also you can select the company size. Over here, I'll show you very quick. Over here, we have those information buttons. You've seen H1B history, Perm. This is one of the most important button, the job sponsorship. That actually showed over here, say this is not sponsoring. If in that case, just don't apply for that. So if you see this sponsoring is red, don't apply for that. Okay, so you can do this. Okay, and also search strategy, that is very important, because say you are a computer science major, you're a biology major, and your job search process is 6 months, 12 months. And every day you pretty much search the same parameter. So the strategy can fix the parameter and help you to do this search again and again every day. So let me show you very quick about how to do it. Okay. So over here, if you click on here, the job strategy, you can add a strategy. Say for example, you are we have biology. All the major that can possibly on your I-20, they are all in here. So let's see, biology. Oh, there's so many biologies. Let's say this. Let's just say this biochemistry, and then for every major, we have 40 of the most popular job titles. You can type in your own. So this is help you to start your search. And then the job location, we recommend you to select your city. And also you can do remote and the whole US. Okay, job level is maybe internship entry level. And if you do it again, you can select the past 24 hours or past week. Okay, so let's say, okay, I save it. Okay. So now over here, you see, you click on next. Over here is search for the biochemistry in LA internship. So you still have this search, but we can fill in the we can fill in the parameters for you very easily. So now you are search for research scientist, remote internship. So you can see the idea. So over here, okay, so now it's a biochemistry remote internship. There's no job opening. That's okay. So you can probably you need to try another job title. Okay, so you get the idea. This is to loop through the job title, locations, and job levels. Okay, here's the magic. Now you are on LinkedIn. If you click on Google here, it's the same search on Google. So now you are looking for internship research scientist in LA. You click on next. It's an internship biochemistry in LA, and so on and so forth. And the same thing is on Handshake, on Indeed, on Glassdoor. So by this, it can help you to accelerate your search a lot. This is a very, very powerful tool. And we talk about avoid non-sponsoring jobs. Probably we don't have time for this search exercise, but make sure you do it on your time. Improve resume is very important. Also improve yourself, your interview skills. So you need to make sure your resume will match the job description to a pretty high level so that you can go past the ATS. This improved resume feature is very powerful, and use it with caution. Okay, we're going to skip this improve exercise and follow up. It's very, very important for you to follow up your job application. I've seen students applied for 2,000 jobs and still looking. And I've seen students applied 80 jobs and they get the offer. The difference is they research the company, they do a lot of follow-up. Say, now you know the name, you know the email, you can look at their LinkedIn profile, you send them an email every week. The worst is they don't hire you. They will not come here to catch you. So do more follow-up and be mindful about the jobs you applied. Okay, we're going to skip this. And the most used features. All the USC students have premium plan. So here's one of the most used feature is here. See over here, this position is not friendly to international students. Over here, you see H1 jobs. Every day we put up those jobs we found that have friendly sponsorship terms. So over here, this is let's say customer support engineer in this company. So it says sponsorship is available, open to professionals who are authorized to work in the. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a bad example. We'll fix this. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So let's say this one. So over here, consideration for work authorization sponsorship. So that is a hint that they will sponsor the international student. So you can look into that, and you can consider applying for that. Okay. Okay, that's all for my part. And we have a lot of good feedbacks, and you're welcome to go to the Google plugin site to give us feedback, and we have a lot of successful users. We've been around since last March, and USC is one of the early adopters. We have a lot of successful stories. So be patient, chase every ball, and work harder. That's the advice I can give. And you can see this presentation link. Let's see if we have any questions.
Yeah, looks like We had a couple people asking for some, going over some of the things that you covered again. So would it be possible to just show one more time the like resume,
Okay.
optimized resume tool
Yep.
and how to access it?
Okay. So if you have this plugin already installed, let me show you quickly how to install that. Very easy. You come to here, you say install the extension, you just install that. Takes about 30 seconds to install. And then you can search for any job openings and stuff. So now you have this, okay, say, for example, you have this opening you are really interested in. So you click on this improve resume. You see the 21%. You click on that. So you can see the job openings, job description on the left. This is the single most important document of the job position because that is written by the hiring manager. They tell you what their expectations. So you need to read this carefully. So through the tool, it can help you to find those major skill set over here. Say, sometimes you need to give it some help. Say over here, Microsoft Office, it detects Excel, Word, but it detects PowerPoint. So you can add that to here also. And then over here, you have those red and green. That is, a green is matched, red is not matched, and you can use here, use a tool to select those things you confirm. It AI will do its magic, and now you have that. You improve from 25 to 41. So that's how you get it. So two conditions. One is that you are a premium user, and one is that you have uploaded your resume over here. So to upload your resume, you go from here, there's a profile, you upload your resume. And currently we can keep track of multiple resumes. I've seen students who have 20 resumes because with a handy tool, you can possibly have one resume for a particular job opening or for a particular job title, particular company. You can do that. Okay. Any more questions?
Thank you. Yes. So, and I could also answer this one, but this attendee was asking about working in academia and related fields. Does sponsorship typically become an issue for those majors, or is it more open for academics?
Okay, very good question. So there are two areas that can help you. One is this data navigator tool. So you can put in your major and find out the schools who hired. Say, for example, let me show you. Say, for example, you are looking for a doctor degree and let's say biochemistry. And then you can see if you are from India or say China, from whatever country. So over here you can see where do they go. They go to the companies and also they go to schools, say University of Alabama, and you can see, okay, how much are they paying for assistant professor, and you can find out their contact information. This is one area. Another area we can help you is over here, when you do the search, you can actually select the industry. Say over here, you can select the higher education industry. Sorry, where is that? Not for profit, higher education industry. So you can apply this filter, and then only the higher ed, the higher education. Say over here, Stevens SIT, Stevens Institute of Technology. Only those job openings will show up. Okay, so we can help you search, and we can help you to do research. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. And I think another potentially this attendee is asking about CAP exempt. So I know that there's an exempt button in the F1 Hire job screener. So CAP exempt does apply to academics, typically research institutions, institutions of higher education, government organizations and nonprofit organizations that are doing research or related to higher ed. So if you filter for CAP exempt specifically, then you may be able to find an opportunity where that where you do not actually have to go through the H-1B lottery. You still have to be sponsored for H-1B, but that employer can sponsor you at any time, and they're not subject to the H-1B cap, which is 65 to 85,000 per year. So that is a benefit of working in academia or related fields.
Yeah. So you can either select over here, or you can just simply click on this exempt. That's those two features. That's the same. Okay. Any more questions? Yeah.
Yes. So I saw someone earlier asking if you could demo a search for alumni from Brazil.
Alumni
And
from Brazil.
if
Okay.
they're masters in law, that's a bonus. I don't know if we'll find those, but we can try.
Okay. Very good question. Alumni from Brazil. So here's alumni from Brazil, and then over here there's a degree. I think you are, if you are LLM. I don't know what's the.
I think you could just do masters in law and see what comes up.
Master of Law. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do a search here. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say law. So over here, those are the company who hired, and yeah, we have 24 records over here. So Brazil, law, they're from University of Chicago, and so on and so forth. And here are the company. Oh, they are all law firms over here. Look like they are all law firms. Oh, they are making a lot of money, some of them. Okay. So yeah, so you can go from here. Okay. And for country specific searches, we're going to release a beta feature for the premium users. This is a little controversial, but we got this request a lot because we know the contact information. So by some magic, we can possibly figure out the cultural background of this person. Say this is more Brazil name or Chinese last name or something. And then we can have an educated guess. So if this company have this culture influence, so we are going to put another feature over here about this company's culture influence, because we know two things. We know, have they hired Brazilian people, or if their hiring manager or CEO have Brazil culture. So that may help you. So we'll see. Okay.
Thank you. So other questions. So someone was asking if a company is noted as E-Verified, does that apply to all the positions, or is it by job position?
I think E-Verified, it's a company policy, first of all. And E-Verified, there are about 1 million companies in the US are E-Verified. They have to register with USCIS. I think it's you have to ask the company. I think usually if the company is an E-Verified company, they will let you do the OPT extension, because since they registered with the USCIS already, they can just let you do that. And to let you do the E-Verify to OPT extension doesn't cost the company anything. The H-1B and the green card sponsorship will cost them a lot.
Right, the E-Verify is a one-time thing. Once they're in it, they don't have to do it again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very important that you apply for a company who has this E-Verify status. We've seen many students at the end of their first year internship, they find out the company does not sponsor E-Verify, it's not registered with E-Verify. So they have to change company.
Great, thank you. Next question is the information. I think you did already mention this, but could you remind us where the information is pulled from? Is it self-reported or from a database?
It's not self-reported. it is put from the Department of Labor, Department of Education, USCIS, and Department of Homeland Security, and some private databases. We don't have any self-reported data. So most of the data source are verified. Because the data is submit to the government, so government publish those, so we get it. But we spend a lot of time putting them together, clean them, so that you can make sense of that. Okay.
Great.
So for the we had some user say, oh, some information are not 100% accurate. We will try our best to give you the best information we can, but it's not going to be 100% accurate. Say, for example, that some companies, say Chase or Bank of America or Amazon, they have 20 children organizations who sponsor, who have company names. So sometimes it's hard to get them all together. So over here, we give you the hint. Say you are international students, you are mostly interested for the sponsorship. So there are 6 places can show you where it can help you. Say H1B, this title, LCA, detailed, E-Verify, perm, and the prevailing wage, and also this sponsorship flag. So with this 6 pieces of information on hand, it can help you to do an informed decision. You can think this is as a AI assistant. So sometimes the AI assistant will make up some things, but at the end of the day, you make the decision. Okay, we try to be accurate. They are about maybe each of the field is about 98% accurate. We try to be 100%, but it's very hard. Okay, I hope I answered your question. But for the information sources they are pretty accurate. I think at someplace we declare where our data is from. Yeah, I can show if you really have the question, I can show you where the data source is. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Another question is, well, this one I can answer. So this attendee is asking for companies asking, do you need sponsorship right now in the future? Should I answer yes? That will remove me from the list of potential candidates. Can I do it like right now? I say no, because I don't need sponsorship, and then ask them later. So to answer your question, you should always say yes to this, because it's not asking right now, it's asking now or in the future. And as an F1 or J1 international student, you cannot work in the US without some form of work authorization or sponsorship from the employer. So the answer to that is always yes. And I like to think, another way to think about it is technically CPT and OPT, they are sponsored by your university. So that in some ways is a kind of a sponsorship because it's under your F1. And so, just to keep things clear, you always want to be honest about that up front. I've heard cases, unfortunately, of students who have said no to that question, and the employer found out later and they got, they were not happy about it and they rescinded their offer. So you don't want that to happen to you. And it's a waste of your time if you focus on an employer who ultimately is not able to hire you long term.
Yep. That's a right answer. It is hard. But there are hopes that over here there are companies, there are positions that sponsoring. There are millions and millions of job openings, and also this data tool, this Career Outcome Navigator is really your friend. So you see where are the past successes, where are those your alumni work right now, and then you can research those companies and go from there. Over here, you can also research on particular company, and say, for example, you can research on, those are all big companies, but we have a lot of, we have like, I think 200,000 companies. So over here, you can research on what's the company's policy. So go for those friendly companies. Don't state untrue information to them, because the company will not change their immigration policy because of one staff. So maybe you are wasting time. Yeah.
Thank you. I think to this question, again, I think we already answered this one. The data for E-Verify and H-1B sponsorship is pulled from that specifically. I guess it would be pulled from USCIS, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the answer to, are you authorized to work in the United States? So the answer is yes, because as an F1 or J1 student, you do have work authorization eligibility for CPT and OPT. So if you're a current student, then you can say yes to that. If you're, let's say you're back in your home country, you've already finished your OPT, you had to go back home, and you don't currently have any sort of visa in the US, then the answer to that would be no.
Yeah, that's right. So you are authorized to work in the US with limitations during your degree and after your degree. You are authorized. That's on you. That's on the school. They control that. But come to the sponsorship, it has to be from the employer, from the company. They sponsor you. So that's a relationship. Yeah.
If you already have H-1B, then you are also authorized to work in the US. Yes, that is a form of work authorization.
Yes. Yeah, now we have a lot of students, they have H-1B, so they have to transfer H-1B, especially for students from India. It takes them like 10 years to get the green card. So you will still need to get the company who have a favorable sponsorship policy. So this tool will still help you. Yeah, and all this, it's really, sorry, you are international students, so you have to know this. But it's just reality. So you need to know exactly what they mean, so that you won't trigger any deadlines, anything like that. Yeah.
I think we covered all the questions. Thank you so much for being thorough with your responses, Andrew, and for going through all of those. Oh, we did have one more. Oh, sorry. This green card line questions, that would be something that you can actually look up. It is the, let's see. That would be under the bulletin, like visa bulletin, which is published on a regular basis. Let me pull it up and I can share that with you. But basically you'd be able to look up and see what like the waiting time is for a green card. And there are different types of green cards, but the latest one was published this month. There will be another next month. So I'm going to share that link with you if you want to look that up.
Yeah. So a lot of those data are with the government, so it's just hard to put them together.
Yeah. That's a good immigration lawyer question. Andrew and I are not immigration lawyers, unfortunately.
Yeah, we try to not to cross that line. We try to stay within the field of F1.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, that is it for questions. And, I know some of you were reaching out about, very specific personal like situation questions. So if you want to make an appointment, you can also make an appointment with me in Handshake or with my graduate intern who specializes in international students as well. There are a couple of us offering international student appointments. Or anyone honestly at the Career Center, we're all here to help you. So please feel free to make appointments with us.
Great. Thank you for coming. And I hope this seminar can help you to enhance your confidence and know there are actually data, tool, and the process that can help you. And also, more importantly, you guys are from USC, so you are in good hands. So make sure you use all the resources. And also, look at your past success. USC is doing great in the past. Say in 2023, there are 281 USC alumni hired by Google and filed perm application. Those are all real data. So look at the bright side. And work harder and start your job seeking early. Don't start your job seeking at the day of your graduation. At the day of you when you receive the offer, make sure you are prepared. Okay.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for your time. Thanks everyone for attending, and we will post this on our YouTube channel in the coming weeks. So look out for that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Eddie, for arranging this.
You're welcome. Have a great rest of your day, Andrew. Thank you.